Jak się masz? I don't know any more Polish. Welcome to Donald Mackerel Gaming with me, Donald Mackerel. Well, that's a lie. I do know quite a bit of Polish, but it's all quite naughty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my second one. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Welcome back to Donald Mackerel Gaming with me, Donald Mackerel. We've just done a video on World of Books, and obviously the reason why I'm talking in Polish at the start of this one is because it's technically the £40 challenge, but it is the 200 zloty challenge, where I went to Poland and I tried to buy from independent game stores, might I add. I tried to buy about 40 quid's worth of games, so 200 zlotys worth of games. Okay, someone just fell off and tried to attack me. We'll fix that in post. We won't. So yeah, tried to buy about 40 quid's worth of games whilst I was in Poland, because the last time I was in Poland, which would have been about somewhere around 9 months, maybe a year ago, I went to 3 different independent shops in Krakow, and the games there were like a fifth of the price of what they are in the UK. They were ridiculously cheap. I grabbed as many as I could. As many would fit into my suitcase, and brought them back home with me. Really, really chuffed with the bargains I got then. But while we were there, I went to a place called, oh my word, I want to say, oh no, sorry, we went before that, and I went to a place called Torun. That was it. I went to a place called Torun, and Torun was just having a CEX sort of, well, it had just been built there, but it had just opened. The prices were horrendous, and I mean, even for CEX, they were absolutely blooming horrendous. So I refused to shop there. This is why when my missus was going, like, oh, it's normally quite cheap in Poland. We can't work out what's going on here. Torun is quite a posh place. But then we went to Krakow, which is the capital of Poland. And there, again, I was finding cheap games left, right and centre. So I thought, as long as we stick to independent game stores, we're all right. So this time the view was go over to Poland, hit the independent game stores, come back with some more bargains, show you a lovely bundle of games for 40 quid. But sadly, CEX has gone and CEX'd Poland by driving out all the independent shops. I went to Gdansk, I think it's pronounced Gdansk, which is like a big Polish seaside place. It's on the Germany side of Poland. In fact, Germany still technically claim it's theirs because they didn't want to give it back after the war. But it's a lovely, lovely, lovely seaside resort. Very, very popular with tourists of all nationalities. So I went there thinking I was going to get some lovely independent bargains. I did not, because just down the road, like about a 25-minute car ride, there's a place called Gdynia, which again is another seaside section of Poland. That one has a CEX. So of course I went there, had a snoot round. The prices were atrocious. They were absolutely awful, but I thought, fear not, we will find some independent game stores. So I found it's not really independent, it is a chain store. I found one called Stefagracia online. They've got a few stores around the area. When I got to the first one, it's just like a kiosk in a shopping mall, in the shopping centre, just like a little tiny kiosk, probably no bigger than a phone booth really, and it's just got a few games on each side of it, with a man literally standing in the booth bit in the middle. It was quite bizarre, so I don't know what happens if he needs to go to the toilet or something. Had a look at those. The prices were probably worse than CEX. There was a second one that we went to look at that was exactly the same, again, because it is the same store. I didn't speak to the chaps at Stefagracia, but I did go back to Gdansk to find a little independent game store right on the outskirts of town. It's in like, I want to be nice here. Let's say it's like a market centre. It was like, where if you're shopping in the UK and you get those really cheap clothing shops that you your mum will try and buy clothes for you and you go, I'm not wearing that sort of rubbish. It's one of those sort of places. So in there's a tiny little centre called the Green Game Centre. Now, the chap who ran it, absolutely lovely guy. He didn't really want me to talk too much about his situation, but basically from what I'm allowed to say, CEX have run all the independent game shops out of Poland, or they are running. He's already told me that he's packing up. He said he's had enough of it. He's not making any money. And I thought, well, your prices are quite high, because they were quite steep. Not as steep as CEX, I might add, but they were quite steep. So I thought, well, your prices are quite high. So obviously your prices have skyrocketed since they've come in. So surely you're to blame here. No, it turns out, because what CEX are doing is, all the games that we take to CEX and we trade in, and they're useless, all your FIFA games, all your Gears of War, all that sort of rubbish that people have got in abundance, they ship them over to Poland. Send them over there. I think it's part of the same company. I don't know if it's like a different offshoot, whether they have to buy them from the English CEXs, but they send them all over to Poland. Polish people are glad for this influx of games, because I'll be honest, there wasn't much over there to begin with. They're glad of the influx of games, but to get those games, because they're quite expensive, they go, oh, we'll give you great deals on your trade-ins, so give us your products, we'll give you a great deal, and you can buy our overpriced games off us. So it sounds like madness, but it does work, especially if you've got people wanting to go and get a newer game, and they've got a load of old retro vintage games that are worth nothing. So so the poor independent stores have had to put their prices up to match, so they can buy stock to sell. But he said it's still not working really, because sadly he's just got this room full of games. Nobody wants to go to a little market on the outskirts of Gdansk when they can go to the centre of Gdynia, which is a bit better really. It's got nicer shops. Like Gdansk is nice for older people like myself, if you just want to go around, sightsee, look at a few nice buildings and maybe have a nice meal in a lovely restaurant. Gdynia is more like shops, events, escape rooms, that sort of stuff. So a lot of the younger crowd go there. Who's going to want to come from Gdynia to Gdansk? Or why wouldn't you just drive 25 minutes and have a bigger choice, literally the choice of all the games in Poland at the click of a button, when in his, he's just got his tiny little shop. Anyway, I'm going off topic here. So the games, sadly, have been absolutely decimated by them over there. Pretty much exactly what they did in the UK, and I'm going to show you now. It was really heartbreaking. I couldn't leave the guy empty-handed. I can't just not take anything. So I've not got a good bundle. I've got what I would consider to be a really bad bundle. The prices are either akin to what I would pay in the UK for games that I probably wouldn't buy, or they're far more than. I'll do a quick conversion for you when I hold them up. So the first game, oh god, here we go. The first game for the Nintendo Wii, it's Sega Bass Fishing. I would never buy this game, to be honest with you. I mean, I think I've got one for the 360. I think I've got like a collection, a Sega collection, and I think this is in it. I wouldn't buy it otherwise. I just bought it there because it was about the equivalent of £1. I think it was like 5 zloty, which is roughly £1. So yeah, bought that simply to make up my 40 quid, and because the poor fella had nothing. He was doing a deal where it was like 20% off 5 games. I bought 5 games and he went, I can't do 20% off, mate. So yeah, got that for about £1. I know it's bad. You don't need to tell me in the comments. It's actually not a bad game. It's actually quite fun. It's just not for me, and I wouldn't normally pay £1 for anything like that. But yeah, Sega Bass Fishing. The next one, I think I've got this on the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I cannot imagine the Nintendo Wii version is going to be the best version out of the bunch. Oh my lord, why have I done this? It's Star Wars The Force Unleashed. This one, roughly £1.50, so 15 zloty as it was. Yeah, it's a good game. It's good, or it was good when it came out. on the 360. I've never played this version. I'm hoping it's all right. I'm hoping it is. I'm not going to give this away. I'm not going to give it away just because it is a little memento of my trip to Poland. Same as the Sega bass fishing. I don't know. Is that worth £1.50? Probably not, is it? So yeah, that's them. Now we've got 2 more games. This one, I love the series. I've talked about it multiple times. I'd really love to meet Al Lowe. He's like a hero of mine because when I was a little kid, his sense of humour was right up my street. He used to make me roll around laughing. I played this game before. I've completed it. I had it on the PS2. I've since gotten rid of it, so I do want to get another copy of it. Got it on the PC. Never had it for this before because I never had an Xbox before. It's Leisure Suit Larry's Magna Cum Laude, the uncut edition. So it's not a good game. I'll be honest with you, it's one of the weaker games of the Leisure Suit Larry series. Not as bad as the next one. There was it Box Office Bust. That was terrible. But yeah, it's just, it's like a carry-on film, basically, like an American carry-on film, but like set on a college campus. Again, I have completed it on the PS2, so should I get the PS2 version again, or should I just keep this and leave it at that? Because I think I'm just wasting money at that point. God, here's where we get bad. So this cost me 80 zloty. Yeah, 80 zloty for that. So that's, what is it? Is that 16 quid? I think it's 16 quid. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'll put a number up here somewhere, because I'm probably going to be wrong on that. I mean, maths is awful. Yeah, 80 zloty for that. Oh, God. At least it's in English. And look, oh, there's a nice little reminder. It has got a Green Game Centre sticker on the bottom. So that's quite cool to have. But yeah, at least it's in English. Everything's English on that one. So, and again, I do like the series. God, it's just so disappointing that it's come to this. Yeah, I'm probably not going to try buying games from Poland anymore. The last game for the PS3. Really, I wanted this for the Xbox 360. I've just never seen it anywhere. I think you can get it from CEX, but like I've tried to order it once and it was just knackered, so I sent it back. And I keep on seeing one just popping up again in store, so it's probably that knackered one. At least this, I know it's in good condition. The disc is fantastic. It does have an instruction manual with it, but I can't read it because it's in German. Again, for the PS3, it is of orcs and men. So I know the little thingy there, the goblin thingy, that's Styx. If you've ever played this Styx game before, I've not. I just know that that's him and he's from other games. I don't think it's an RPG. I don't know what sort of game it is, actually. I just know it's from Spiders, which I have been trying to get all of their games. So, yeah, 100 zloty. So 20 quid. 20 quid for that, for a game that I've just... If it was 20 quid on the Xbox 360, I wouldn't mind paying it. That, I think I've been ripped off. I think it's maybe worth 10, 15, maybe. Not 20 quid on the PS3, especially not for a German version. Let's hope PlayStation closed their PS3 stores down and everything skyrockets like it did for the 360, and even German versions of it end up being worth 20 quid. So that has been my Poland 200 zloty / £40 haul. I'm not impressed, if I'm honest with you. So again, I don't think we need to do a vote. We could do if you want. Let me know if anybody's found this interesting. I haven't. That's my 4 games. And God, please, can we just keep some independent game stores alive? Because you know what happens in a monopoly. You end up with one choice, and that one choice does not give you a good deal. We see it all over the place. Again, it is happening in the UK. There's only a few die-hard people that are keeping the retro gaming market fair, and CEX are not one of them. That's my £40 pickups. I've been Donald Mackerel. This has been Donald Mackerel Gaming. See you all again soon. Cheers, everyone.
Try now.
Co będzie dla pana? Makryla, okej.
Well done.
Herbatę z mlekiem bez laktozy.
Herbata z mlekiem bez laktozy? Herbata.
Herbata.
Ja, z mlekiem.
Z mlekiem. Do Anglii. Oni uwielbiają.
Okej.
Ej!
Kozel chili.
Jej,
Będzie
well
wszystko dla pana?
done. I'm going to this one.
No,
Yeah.
no darling.
No food. Oh, hello. Oh, you are very friendly. Okay, but you've got no food, you know that? Yeah. Why? I don't know. I didn't buy it. Okay. Yeah.
It does, it makes you feel giddy.